Thunderbolts and lightning, very, very frightening me.
And so, in case you guys can hear in the background, it's thundering and lightning outside.
And freezing over everything, because
Memphis can't escape the freezing weather forever.
we don't get snow, we get ice here.
Yeah. Well, we're supposed to get ice tomorrow. Or yesterday, when this video goes up. Anyway. That's something to blow your minds. Yeah, so we did a quick time jump.
You are watching this yesterday.
Yes, you were watching this yesterday.
Oh, wibbly wobbly timey wimey. This goes back to one of our earlier discussions about the classes and how there are 2 teachers and they all happen at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
The 5 classes.
I still like the doppelgangers theory. Anyway. So, we're going to keep dancing because casting Spirit Sight is silly and
nearly gets us dead.
Yep. I'll just have to take it on faith. Surrounded by friends and strangers, I dance the night away. As it's supposed to be.
And don't die.
Yep. Classes are cancelled on Friday, so we get to sleep in and let out some stress.
Didn't really need to, I don't think. Did we have? I don't think we had any stress.
No, I don't think so. After lunch, we come back to the room to relax. At least Virginia and I do. Ellen's sitting at her desk and pulls out a large book off the shelf, but lays it down, closes it in front of her, and sighs.
Aww, William turned her down.
We'll see.
The sad music crescendos upwards in the background to
convey a sad scene.
I was like, there was a word and I could not think of it.
It's okay.
It happens to me so much.
What's up? Voice changes every time.
Yeah, it does.
Nothing, just the dance. Did Ellen have a date? The reaction is immediate.
Oh.
Whoa, I'm sorry. Are you okay? What happened? She scrubs her faces and faces. She scrubs
faces.
She scrubs her face and sniffs, trying to push the wetness back from her into her eyes and failing.
There was actually a child born in India like a couple years ago with 2 faces, I think.
Oh, weird.
And it was like each face was able to eat and breathe and basically operate independently of the other one.
Huh. Well, the more you know. It's nothing. Sweetie, that don't look like nothing.
Oh, well, I don't know. That's exact. Yeah, this line was exactly what I was thinking. It's like sometimes nothing is the worst thing that could happen.
Nothing happened and nothing will ever happen.
Aww.
Trying to convey the emotion. He said, because of you. Wait, what? Me? Because I'm your roommate, it's like I'm his sister too.
Oh, so that theory I had was correct. I guess it wasn't Donald who was the other sister.
Sis, you liked Donald? I smack her on the arm.
That was a little thick on Virginia's part, to be honest.
Yeah. No, you idiot. William.
Oh, man.
Oh.
It's sort of hard to make jokes with so much sadness.
I thought he swore off girls right after Angela.
Angela? That's...
Yeah, the butterfly senior who is so nasty. He went out with her? She's awful. That's why they broke up.
Well, you think he would have known about that beforehand?
Yeah. Look, Ellen, I ain't good with that sensitive stuff, but I know my brother wouldn't want to hurt ya. I didn't say that he did. Well, I just mean, I want to make you feel better. I'm fine.
Clearly, that's why you're crying in front of a closed book.
Virginia sighs. So, we have a choice.
This is the situation either quickly get everybody to hug it out or change the subject. Given that hugging it out isn't an option, we should change the subject.
We can always list, let it go, I am one with the wind and sky. I can't sing that song.
Is that from
high.
Frozen or something? I haven't heard that. I thought you were going to do, let it be, let it be, let it be.
Anyway, this is not Magical Diary the Musical, this is Magical
This is Magical Diary the Musical. That is officially this episode, Magical Diary the Musical. Now let me finish that line. There will be an answer, let it be. Thank you. Now that your ears are bleeding.
Okay, so, change the subject?
We should probably change the subject, yeah.
Quickly
change the subject.
Ellen's obviously unhappy. Maybe she'll feel better if we talk about something else. So what about you, Virginia? You still haven't told us who you like. Which boy is it that's better than Jacob? Why does that feel so awkward? Probably is. I don't like no boys.
She only goes for girls.
Any girls then? No, I don't like anybody in that way. Why not? Maybe because I have high standards.
Sure. That's the reason why, Virginia.
Yeah. There must be someone that sparkles a little bit for you.
Is that really what it's like to be in love with someone? They sparkle?
No, I don't think so.
That would explain the whole Twilight vampire thing, I guess.
I guess so. It really does. Anyway, maybe you just don't realize it yet. That makes no sense at all. I bet the person you really like is...
Oh, who was that? What was that one guy that seems to have a crush on her? Was it Balthazar?
Yeah.
Which is actually a pretty awesome name. I swear I recognize it from something.
She wouldn't like William, except subconsciously.
No, William is her brother, and she did have that one weird dream, and that was about food, I think.
Yeah. Balthazar
and that we would get so much weird from that.
Mm-hmm.
Damien, we know she doesn't like Damien. I want to say Ellen. That would be funny.
You see her and Pastel hang out a lot.
Yeah, but that's pretty obviously friends. Like, Virginia is just like...
Yeah.
Pastel seems to, like, almost flirt with her a little bit from what we've seen, but nothing really serious. Jacob Blazing, she and Jacob don't seem to get along.
No, not at all. But then again, the more you fight, the more you're supposed to be in love.
That's really stupid.
It really depends on the type of personality you have.
There is certain personalities will cause that, but yeah.
So who do we say?
All right, we either say
Ellen
or Balthazar.
You know what? I get a coin.
We have a coin.
So call it.
Heads Ellen, tails Balthazar.
Tails.
Tails. Darn it. I was really hoping for Ellen, to be honest, but the coin hath spoken.
Balthazar.
No! Look on her face.
Okay, there's a serious rule. Whoever I eventually like, they have to not be afraid of the sunlight.
Well, I guess that rules me out. Alright, to be fair, I'm not exactly afraid of the sunlight. It's just that, me and the sun, we're not on good terms.
Okay, well. Alright, anything? What else? No nerds. Sorry, Ellen.
Aww, that's so mean. You just...
Well, I didn't want to go out with you anyway.
To be fair, Ellen's
better head off that train of thought.
Ellen's pretty, athletic, isn't she?
Yeah, she's pretty athletic.
Look on that face. That's a new face for Ellen, at least.
Yeah. Tall? Short? Why would that matter? Well, yeah, there, okay. Yeah, sure, let's go with that. Dancing?
And the other form of dancing?
Slow dancing is boring. Okay, so you want to be with someone more active. How about Jeffrey Armstrong?
That is a terrible last name. The glittery one?
The glittery one?
Oh, there's somebody who glitters.
No boys who are in love with themselves.
That again rules me out.
We go on like this for a little while, not really reaching any real conclusions, but at least it keeps the focus off Ellen.
Alright, so it looks like we made the good choice.
Yep.
Though, to be fair, if you're not in love with yourself, at least to some degree, then how are you really going to be able to build a relationship with anybody else?
Because, yeah, exactly.
I mean, you know, it's one thing if you're, like, absolutely narcissistic, but,
I think that's what you meant. Anyway.
yeah.
On Saturday morning, I get up terribly early and deliver the mail and allowances. Then I'm free for the day, with no detention, because thankfully we have a controller who can time skip.
Who can revert back to the past and change what has been done.
So what should we do today? Oh, is it the Saturday after? No, is it? Yes, it is.
It is. Yes, it is. So it's
so
mall
we're going
day.
to the mall. What should I do to the mall today?
Do to the mall?
Yes.
What should we do to the mall?
Let's make it a huge food court.
Let's paint it red.
Paint it red.
What?
I don't know. Do you want to buy... Ooh, pastry! Let's get a pastry before it closes.
What? Dude, is there like a point where you can't get pastries?
From what I understand, yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I get my food and sit down and chat with the other students. My snack is tasty, but it doesn't last long.
I know the feel.
I see Virginia at a table waving at me. Hey, Mary, Mary, over here!
That last over. was a
Coming
terrible
closer, I
imitation.
stop and stare at awe at the monstrosity in front of me. There's a cookie, and then 2 brownies, each cut diagonally into triangles, then set around the... Oh, gosh. And, hi, Thunder. How are you doing today? Thanks for shaking the house. Okay, more food porn. There's a cookie, then 2 brownies, each cut diagonally into triangles, then set around the edges to make the cookie look like rays of the pastry sun. Then a fat scoop of chocolate ice cream rippled with peanut butter and a smaller scoop of vanilla perched on top of it like a crown. That is exactly...
That sounds so delicious.
Yeah, exactly. See? It's perfect food porn. Oh look, there's even more!
There's more! Yes!
Over the whole mess are rolls of whipped cream and scattering of chopped nuts, chocolate sprinkles, and the only thing missing is a cherry on top. Judging by the stems on the side of the plate, the cherries didn't last long. Oh shoot, we're gonna eat this thing and we're gonna lose strength.
Yeah,
Oh.
really.
Are you gonna eat the whole thing? You can have a bite if you want.
That thing sounds so delicious.
One bite? She laughs. Nah, we can share if you want. Split the ice cream or just the taste?
I don't really know.
You know,
What
we
do
did pretty good. Considering we fell off and had that weird conversation. Let's split the ice cream. Hand me a spoon. I challenge you. Dig in!
That's one thing. If you don't help her eat this, she's gonna get so sick the next morning.
I know.
We're saving her.
We are saving her.
We're saving her.
The giant sundae is deliciously decadent, but with Virginia consuming it at a rapid pace, I feel compelled to keep up.
We're totally not rationalizing what we're doing either.
Yeah. That probably wasn't a good idea. My poor stomach didn't have that much room for sweet.
Oh.
I feel so sick. Strength decreases
Here's my
by 1!
Oh, look what you did!
That's okay, we'll go to the gym and make it up. Okay. Next week.
Okay.
Gotta do white, because
Yeah.
white's being silly.
And it's decided it doesn't like us. And we have no stress, so it shouldn't... Oh, there's an event.
Yeah, there is. On Monday morning, I find a folded note with my name on it, and it's slipped under my door. It's from Professor Grabner, requesting that I meet him after class.
Ooh.
Yeah. Requesting. So I'm probably not in trouble, yet if I don't show up, that might change.
Yep, this is Grabby, so...
Well, anyway, what should I do this week?
Alright, I guess that means we probably have to take one of his classes, doesn't it? So, hit red for the first day.
We don't have to. Again, remember the classes are in the morning, the events are in the afternoon.
Oh, yeah, I guess. But, alright, whatever.
So, white, then gym to recover from that cookie.
Alright, then how about we do, 2 reds and a blue, maybe? And with any luck, that might even things out, or it might terribly knock things off balance.
Yeah,
I don't
do
know.
that. Okay, I'm done. I don't remember this cutscene, then again, this is a different route than what I've played.
Okay,
Success to your white magic.
yes.
Yay, communication. Hey, we're over here!
Well, this is sort of like speaking in tongues, except less unintelligible.
Yeah. Afternoon, hallways. After class, I seek out Professor Grabner.
Welcome to Magical Diary, where Ben hums every song.
Right, your turn.
Miss Quite Contrary. As treasurer, you're responsible for managing the freshman class tribute.
Oh god, it's Hunger Games again!
That's not at all what I was thinking, but that's great.
Anyway. Tribute, sir?
The payments American wizards make to the tribal councils for the use of their land.
Oh. He chuckles.
Petunia, in her wisdom, does not consider it necessary for first-year students to cover magical history.
That's probably because...
We should definitely say she enjoys people being confused. Partially because that's just a funnier thing to say, and
Okay.
partially because it's probably true.
She enjoys watching people look confused.
Indeed, you may find that much of what that woman does is an act designed for similar purposes. Now, for the Thanksgiving tribute, the funds come through two sources: ticket sales from the fall play and candle sales at the shopping center where the school rents a kiosk. The purpose is to obtain money from the outsiders, the non-magical, given willingly.
Candles?
Colored and scented to provide festive cheer.
You gotta say that with quotation marks. Try again.
I thought that was for quotation marks.
Try and say it a little bit more disgustingly.
Colored and scented to provide festive cheer.
Perfect. That was perfect.
That was about as much as I could do. There was no more quotation marks I could put into those words.
Anyway.
Each class produces their own design. How well it sells will depend on your skills. Try not to embarrass yourself. Well, thanks, guy.
Right.
Thanks for the vote of confidence, Grabby.
What should I suggest then?
Festive cheer. If it's festive cheer, I'm not familiar with what votive is. But...
Votive is round and squat. Pillar is long and thin.
Yeah, taper, I think, is festive cheer.
Okay, then we'll do that. Better than little tea lights.
Yeah, tea lights are not festive cheer.
And they only last for like 3 hours and then they're gone.
Alright, if this is Thanksgiving, then
I thought it was Christmas.
Oh, well, if it's Christmas, then I'd say green. Because you have the red of the orangey red of the flame, and you've got the green to match it, and green. I find that green is a more festive-y, holiday-y color, I should say, than red is. That's just my opinion because of all the connotations red has, whereas green is also like growth and life in the cold season.
So we have white, green, and red that I think would be the most.
My vote is green.
Green? Okay, we'll do green. Let's see what they should be in the scent of: peppermint, coconut, pine, cinnamon, maple, pumpkin, or tangerine.
All right. We should either do peppermint or pine, I think. Either one of those is pretty good.
I think pine would smell amazing.
That would set the nice mood, but peppermint is good for if you have a meal. Like, you have the peppermint going. Well, I suppose that could go either way, honestly. It could either be really good for like setting the mood for a meal, or it could be terrible.
Yeah, it could.
Depending on exactly how strong the peppermint scent is.
Well, you have to keep in mind that if people see a color, they're automatically, when it comes to candles, when people see a color, they automatically associate a scent to it. If you see an orange candle, you're not going to expect it to smell like sea breeze. Or likewise, if you see a green candle, you expect it to smell earthy or natural. You don't expect
apple
it to
pie.
smell. Yeah, you don't expect it to smell like apple pie.
No, I do expect it to smell like apple pie. All green candles should smell like apple pie.
Ew!
Alright, yeah,
Green apple pie. Ew.
Oh, please somebody make that a thing.
No.
That would be
no.
that would be probably pretty good.
It'd be so much food coloring.
don't
pass.
please, we're talking about food here. Just click fine.
Okay.
Click fine.
I think we should do green pine scented tapirs.
Tapirs?
Tapirs, because it's an animal, not candles.
Well, that is an animal, isn't it? I was thinking like rapier, like sword, which I guess shows my train of thought versus yours.
Yes. Anyways, feeling.
Very well. The candles will be produced over the next 3 weeks and sold on the 23rd. You will likely be expected to perform a sales shift that day.
Okay.
Unless you manage to get yourself into detention.
Which we don't want to do that. I'll try to avoid that, sir.
I don't know, detention might be better than sales shifts.
Wow.
This is coming from someone who has to work in sales.
I know what it's like. I know what it's like. You gotta stiff upper lip. Yay.
Ooh, 3 red magic. That's nice.
Blue.
Yes! 18 and 18, and oh no, there's another day of red, and that's going to make things go, aw.
That's okay.
Fine.
Slash.
Ooh, slash. That's
Cool.
pretty cool.
As we get higher up, by the way, we'll start learning combined spells, like red-blue spells, and maybe red-blue-green spells, now that we got the basics here.
Oh, that's cool. Hello, Mary. Did you enjoy your dinner? Why did I say her name like that?
I don't know. I suppose it was alright.
Really?
If you like your chili on the bland side.
I thought so. There are many secrets here you probably haven't found yet, such as the best place to get a good meal. Would you like to come to dinner with me tomorrow, off campus?
At the mall food court? He chuckles.
Near the mall, but not quite part of it. It's called the Glen, and it's magic only. The professors go there when they're too tired to travel, and visiting parents who want to take their student children somewhere nice.
I thought parents weren't allowed to visit.
Non-magical parents aren't supposed to visit.
Oh.
So, would you like to go?
I guess here to relate to the last issue.
Yeah,
I'm trying to keep him in the friend zone. Anyway.
Because he's a jerk.
What you said before about not trusting anyone, is that still true, or have you changed your mind? Are we really going to be friends this time?
What do you want me to say?
I don't know. That you'll talk to me? That you'll let me know when something's wrong instead of blowing me off like you did before?
Right. I can do that, I think.
I don't understand why, but it seems like the idea of having an honest conversation with me scares him worse than the zombie plague.
I can't promise to answer all your questions.
Can you at least tell me when you're not telling me?
Maybe. So, you'll come, right?
I don't see any way I could say no to that now. Of course!
Great. I'll meet you tomorrow at the mall.
He tilts his head in farewell, then walks away.
He's totally gonna stand us up.
Anyway, on Saturday morning, I get up terribly early and deliver the mail, and the allowances, saving our room for last. I hand Ellen her letter when I return. Oh, it's from my family! Ellen carefully works her finger underneath the sealed envelope, flap opening up with minimum tearing, then unfolds the letter and begins to read. What? She drops back down on her bed with a thud and stares at the paper in her hands.
Uh-oh.
What is it?
Her little sister was in a car wreck. Oh. Aw.
Evil! It's nothing, just a change of plans. Apparently, I'm not going home for Thanksgiving.
Oh, that's a real jerk move on their part.
What? Because it's a long way for such a short break, so it's better for me to stay here. Is that what you want? That doesn't matter.
Idiot. That does
Really?
matter.
It doesn't matter. It's not my decision. I can't really go home on my own. They just don't want me there.
Aww.
Well, we want you here, don't we, Mary? Yeah. Come on, we all should do something together today.
See, that's a good group of friends right there.
Yeah. Except we're supposed to meet someone.
Oh. Bah. Bah. Oh dear, bah. Shoo, bah.
So, what do you choose
Noises,
to do?
random noises. We don't care about Damien anyway.
We could say no, not today.
Yeah, but today is when she's feeling really down, though.
Yeah, I guess being honest.
I wish it was like, I'm
I don't
supposed to
know.
meet someone, but I'll cancel. Like,
Yeah.
that way you could let them know that you need to pop out for a bit and tell them.
I don't know. Let's be honest about it, because digging ourselves in a hole won't help. I can't. I promised someone I'd meet them at the mall today. I have to go. Someone? Oh, okay. If we say Damien, she'll flip her lid.
Oh, yeah.
We say Minnie, we'll be lying. It's a secret says that we're not really comfortable with telling them just yet because we're not sure ourselves.
In other words, there's no right answer.
Yeah.
This... In games, if we tell them an outright lie, they'll find out, because that's how logic works in games.
Well, no, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Anyway, so what do you choose?
We should probably just go with it's a secret.
Okay. That's a secret. Oh.
No, that's ooh.
Well, if you got a date, then all I can say is good luck. I didn't see Damien in the shuttle van on the way over. I'm not sure if he's here already. Is here already somewhere already, and yeah, I said already twice, whatever. Or
Actually, like 6 times in that sentence.
I don't know. Anyways.
I'm already not sure already if he's here already or not here already. That was basically what that sentence sounded like.
God. Anyway, since we're supposed to be having dinner, we won't be meeting for a couple hours, so he has plenty of time. I've never seen him before, actually. I don't absolutely see everyone in the mall, of course, but he is sort of hard to miss. But can he go to a place like this looking the way he does?
They probably have a glamour thing.
Yeah, he said when he went to the Apple Festival, he had to disguise himself. If he's wearing an illusion, he could be right here, and I could... Ooh, hi, baby. Thank you, baby.
A woman in a suit. Damien is now a woman in a suit. Oh god, that's nightmare fuel right there.
There we go. If he's wearing an illusion, he could be right here, and I'd never know it. He could be anyone. A little boy, an old man, a woman in a suit. Except I don't think so. Looking around me, I'm not... Looking at the people around me, somehow I'm sure that none of them could be Damien. Even under the illusion, he would never slouch or shuffle like some ordinary teenager. He's a falcon to the core. That grace will always shine through. So if he's not here, what should I do while I wait? I guess we can spend money. We can go to the...
I don't think we have any... I don't think we can buy the things we'd want to buy yet.
Not yet. But soon. Window shopping, I guess. Because if we go to the arcade, we'll spend some money.
Oh. Yeah.
I wander in and out of the various stores. It's not a very big mall, but there are books, clothes, and music and toys. So I keep myself entertained for a few hours. Stress decreases by 3.
Oh, that's nice.
At the arranged time, I wait near the main entrance for Damien. There he is, and looking like he always does. None of that non-magical shoppers seem to notice. Well, Halloween was only last week.
That's nice. Hello, Mary. Are you ready?
Where are we going?
You will see.
Oh, lovely.
It's not far, just across from the parking lot.
I didn't see any restaurants there.
It's hidden, of course. The easiest way to find it is to go with someone who's been before. Shall we?
He offered me... Oh, come on, no, don't take his arm. Ugh. Anyway, he offers me his arm, and with minor hesitation, I lay my hand across it. It's slightly embarrassing for a friendly outing, but I do need him to guide me. And so, together, we leave the mall. When we reach the restaurant, I stop and stare.
Not quite what you were expecting.
It looks so normal.
Not only normal, but rather, modern.
After passing through the invisibility barriers, I was ready for anything, but this place could have been any number of restaurants I've eaten at with my parents. The only obvious difference is the customers.
I was, honestly, I was expecting something with a little more woodsy theme. I mean, if you're gonna call it the Glen.
Or something. Damien... Well, yeah, that would be pretty. Woods and whatnot. Anyway, I'm going off into lily space. Damien isn't the only one here with wings. There's a little figure at one of the tables that looks like a cross between a bird and a goblin. Across the way, I see Jacob sitting with 2 older men, one whose hair is apparently on fire.
Lily space. It's your own little timeshare in the Twilight Zone.
Yeah, something like that, yeah.
It is simpler to rely on standard suppliers and build something in keeping with the world. They save their energy for the food. In the other world, there are no limits. You can eat off floating platters in a crystal palace.
What is the overworld?
Otherworld.
Yeah.
No one has told you about that yet? Think of it like fairyland. It's another world next to this one, where magic runs more strongly. It is wonderful, but it has its dangers. That's where magical creatures come from. Elves, dragons, all the sources of myths and legends.
And you?
We should talk about that later. He was disfigured in a freak accident.
Sorry, I didn't mean to be rude.
He fell into a vat of acid. No,
Instantly.
I want to tell you, but I think we should order first.
We sit at the booth, and I look around the menu without seeing one. Then Damien takes a narrow cylinder from a vase at the center of the table and unrolls it and hands it to me. It's a scroll.
Well, that's nice, at least.
I look over the listings, but I have no idea what most of them are. They're not even all in the same language as far as I can tell.
You're just not educated about food. Would you like me to order for you?
Would you like to let him order? Do you want to pick something at random?
Go to a nice place like this, ask for a grilled cheese. No, but letting him order would be sort of like a date.
Yeah.
I
think we should maybe pick something at random. Hey, we kind of run the risk, but at least we have fun.
That was almost guaranteed to end badly.
It's almost guaranteed, but at least it's independent. You know?
Yeah, and I suppose it's not as bad as getting a grilled cheese
or a hamburger.
This place does seem to be at least a little bit upscale.
Yeah.
I mean, it's better than most of your cafeterias and diners and whatnot.
So let's
let's pick something at random. Luck of the draw.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I try to look like a
sentence out loud.
Yeah, I know. I try to look at like I know what I'm doing, and I stab my finger at an entry on the scroll and show it to the waiter, who nods. Damien, on the other hand, rattles off a quick string of syllables that mean nothing to me.
That's very nice.
He catches my expression and smiles.
My brave little horse. Did we get cute points or weird points for that?
I think we got cute. I wasn't sure. Well, you said it's a good restaurant, right? So I'm sure it'll turn out. A few minutes later, the appetizers arrive. Damien has tiny eggs inside a little nest of leaves. I have a A plate of very thin ham over slices of orange fruit. Cantaloupe, I think.
Over slices of orange flute. It's a very thinly sliced flute. I'm
And
not
very
certain
musical.
how they managed to do it to a woodwind, but it's very delicious.
Together, they're salty and sweet and very nice, even if it is nothing like I've ever had before.
Beans are now not the only musical fruit.
A waitress comes by to clear by the appetizer plates, and we wait for the main course.
So, I suppose it's time
Time?
to tell you about where I come from. Please, promise me you won't repeat this story to anyone else.
Alright, I promise.
It's not easy to talk about.
You don't have to if you really don't want to.
No, I know you. Being who you are, I don't believe you'll judge me the same way. You don't have the same expectations because you weren't born to magic. Neither was I.
What? But you're...
Not human, but my parents are.
Huh?
I'm a changeling.
So what does that mean? Means he's a fae, anyway.
It means someone swapped me for my parents' blood child when I was a baby. At least that's what I think happened. I don't exactly remember.
But you're blue. I think they'd sort of notice.
I didn't look like this until later. I grew up always believing that there was something wrong with me, that the face I saw in the mirror wasn't right, but I didn't know why. Oh, I imagined all sorts of things. Perhaps my parents weren't my parents. Perhaps I was a lost prince, and someday my real family would come and take me away.
Ha! They're coming to take me away! Hee hee! Hoo! Ha! Hey!
They're
Anyway.
coming to take me away, haha, to the happy farm, with the nice gentlemen and the clean wetsuits. Sorry.
And...
And save me. from that overly upbeat song to the back to the sob story. I think every unhappy child imagines that.
Here's the world's tiniest violin playing for you.
Oh, it's a sad story. If I didn't know he was a jerk, then, you know.
Yeah, same. He sighs and brushes stray crumbs off the table, not meeting my eyes. Did they come? Your birth family?
Well, obviously, the dad came.
Continuing on.
I'm sorry. No, I've never seen them. I wish they had. Even if one's a demon, they couldn't be... Well... When I turned 13, I saw my true face for the first time. I was terrified. I had to learn to hide it, and to pretend to be normal even though I knew it was all a lie. It was quite a shock when I came to know Irish, and everyone started demanding to know my bloodline. I couldn't tell them, and I didn't want to explain.
Why would they even ask? That's rude.
You see, that's why I could tell you this, because it doesn't matter to you. They want to know who I'm related to so they know my status. There aren't that many all-magical families, and they're very proud of who they are. And when I wouldn't answer their questions, because I couldn't, that made them think I had something to hide. Especially William.
His eyes flick back and forth, and suddenly he leans back into his seat and smiles. Before I can ask why, the waiter arrives to bring the main course.
Bon appetit.
The food is good, but my mind is too full of questions to really pay attention.
Aww.
There's obviously a lot more to the story, but for someone who has trouble trusting others, he's probably told me more than he already wants to. I don't want to push him by asking for more. At last, he looks up at his plate.
Did you know that William was originally a falcon?
What?
We were homemates at first, freshman year.
He never said that.
He probably didn't want to spoil his image by telling you what happened. Being kicked out of Falcon Hall for starting a fist fight doesn't sound very cool, does it?
A fight with you? He lets out a shallow sigh.
He kept trying to break into my room. He followed me around, but I wouldn't tell him anything. No. Let's talk about something else.
Right. So,
Oh
do you come here often?
That line! Oh, occasionally, but not for a while. It's much nicer when you have someone to share it with. You'll like the dessert.
The dessert? There's only one?
Well, it's possible to request an extra if you're greedy, but I don't think it would be good for you. The dessert plate is provided to everyone Would that be gratuit or gratuit?
Gratuit. I think gratuit with an E.
The dessert plate is provided to everyone gratuit, even if you only came for coffee. It's part of the magical tradition of hospitality. No guest should go without.
That's nice. He settles back into his seat and looks at me.
Have you ever considered wearing some sort of ornaments in your hair? Something like that could really bring out the color of your eyes. Totally switching his voice here. I'd like
It's okay.
descended into a whisper at one point.
I don't know.
I'm a falcon. We like pretty things. Raccoon. You're a raccoon. Just need a little mask.
Mhm.
Last year, there was a senior in Butterfly Hall who wore a golden circlet with an enormous flower on each side of her head that changed colors as the day went by.
See, I wouldn't mind a little golden circlets with tiny gems that change color, but huge, enormous flowers just seem
I
a little...
think just a simple circlet would be good. Honestly, after a certain point, it just gets sort of gaudy, you know?
Yeah.
Like, maybe a few small gems that changed colors,
Yep.
but they'd have to be synced up, otherwise it would look really weird.
I think it'd be cool.
Or maybe, like, if they were in a constant changing state, then they could not be synced up.
Anyway. Yeah, you said that.
I said that all that, yeah. You should have seen her. She was beautiful. Dark hair like a waterfall. Until she fell off of a waterfall, and then everybody thought it was ironic.
I poke absently at my plate, then set the silverware down to allow the waiter to take it away. A few minutes later, the dessert plates arrive. Strawberries?
Look more closely.
God, I can't do this.
Oh no, what's going on? What's going on?
I look again. They're shaped like strawberries, but their surfaces are smooth and seedless, and slightly shiny, like candy. Is this marzipan? I've heard the word, but I don't really know what it means.
No, it's better. They're blown sugar glass. Careful, they're fragile. What? What?
I'm gonna let you try and piece it together, but I'm not gonna ruin it for you.
Oh, come on! Do I have to say that line?
Yes.
Alright. Put one in your mouth and suck gently. Come on! Oh god, man, not on the first date! Not on the first date!
It gets worse.
You don't say anything like that. It gets worse?
Okay. I pick up a sugar berry and pop it into my mouth. For a moment, there's a vague sweetness as the sugar melts on my tongue, and then all of a sudden, a burst of liquid flavor! Oh. Damien laughs at the surprise on my face, feeling relieved that he... Anyway.
I'm sure the berry didn't mean for it to happen. The berry got caught up in the moment.
Anyway.
They're filled with strawberry juice. It's supposed to provide energy.
Why doesn't the sugar dissolve?
Magic.
After finishing the strawberries, I do feel energized.
Oh god, that was terrible.
Yeah. We chat a bit more, then Damien pays for the bill, trying to hide the amount from my eyes. Then it's time to find a van back to campus. All throughout, he's been a perfect gentleman, a friend, and a hint at nothing more. Haha.
Are you sure? That whole scene with the berries, I mean...
Yeah. Okay, and it is officially next week, so we will see you guys next time. Take care.
See you next week for next week.
Yes. Woo!